So I first went to AllianceCorp in March 2018. By May 2018, I signed my first property investment contract, which was in Ballarat in Victoria. Greg also purchased in Ballarat at the same time in May, and recently we've had those revalued.
And we've seen sort of upwards of 15% growth already having them revalued. So we've been very lucky that that research done early days is paying off.
When we first came in here, we met with one of the property coaches, Nick. So he went through some of the key suburbs that they were looking at from their research. And he gave us a lot of the research they'd been doing that we could take home, read ourselves, digest it, and then come up with our own opinion of what we believed in, which areas we were confident to invest in, because ultimately it is our money that we were investing, so we weren't about to say yes to the first suburb that they mentioned to us. But by going through that process, taking their research and taking the time to read it, we felt full confidence that we'd made the right decision when we signed those contracts, and there was no nerves around it.
And I mean, in those booklets I'm talking a booklet that was probably 30-40 pages long of just research data about the suburbs, as well as population growth statistics, wage growth of the area, all these kinds of things that sort of help you feel like you're getting a good picture of the area you're investing in and why it would grow. And it also just directed a lot of our research. So we knew that, you've got to research infrastructure, the population growth stats, these kinds of areas of property investment that are important to making a good investment. That was something that I guess is important to hear from professionals and have that already sort of sitting there that you can expand on in your own time.
Yeah, and everybody often knows what type of information to look for, but not necessarily where to look for it. So the best part here was that they brought that information straight to you in a format that was summarised, that it saves you literally weeks or months of research, the way that they would take you through that process. So when we first raised this concept with our parents, they definitely were sceptical. They'd sort of, through their previous experiences, have dealt with similar circumstances where people have given them advice. Didn't always go to plan, but what we wanted to do is that we were coming in to here with our own knowledge and research, not coming in blind, so we could kind of validate the information AllianceCorp were giving us, knowing that it had merit and was accurate. So we had confidence going back to them to recommend that they come on the same journey and at least come in to see people and have a chat and understand who we're actually dealing with. They came around to it, so Mum and Dad, they purchased sort of later that year in Wyndham, which was another area that AllianceCorp had been researching. So that's been awesome for the family to all be on that same journey together, and hopefully we can keep doing that into the future is definitely the plan for us. Yeah, so one of the best things about AllianceCorp has been the fact they provide that end-to-end service. Through their network, they've got a wide team of people that you need access to, like mortgage brokers, the property coaches, or research. All those divisions are covered through their network, and that's made the process really easy for Greg and I.
Even as far as the solicitors and also the bank contacts and things like that when you're getting loans. So really, their network is quite expansive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, since joining AllianceCorp, I don't think my life has significantly changed. However, that's probably been a positive thing, that the fact that my life hasn't had to change, and yet I've already started building my property portfolio, which for me took away a lot of anxiety, because that was something I thought, God, how am I ever going to get into this? It's going to be chaos to try and become this big hotshot owner of property and that sort of thing. But to have it be so passive is actually sort of life-changing in itself. Without AllianceCorp, I was going to be probably sitting there saving up my 100 grand, 150 grand, whatever it was, until I could buy a house in a suburb which is probably overpriced with little growth to come, and really sort of be, I guess, stuck by that and not being able to move forward with any further investing. So by getting involved with AllianceCorp, it's really helped me to sort of see through a lot of that standard stuff that everybody believes is the way to get into property. And there's actually quite a few different creative ways you can do it and help you build a portfolio quite quickly. One thing that's important to know about AllianceCorp is they partner with you, they help you and encourage you to do your own research to make sure you're invested in the process. So whilst they have all the network and all the people you need to get through the process, they will be there to help making sure you're educated, you know what's going on.